Hey guys, I'm Rodney Cameron. Born and raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Um, wow, life has been a snowball effect, I'll say, my brother. But it's been great. I can remember times, where just growing up, it's growing up in impoverished areas and just not having and practically not growing up with a silver spoon in my mouth. A lot of people see where you are now and they say you've always been there. But progress has a way of it's miraculous. Simply saying that my parents we didn't always have like we have now. We didn't always have the best relationship that we have at this particular point of life. As a matter of fact, my dad sold drugs and my mom was on drugs, and my dad had this saying. He says eventually you'll end up testing your own product. And that's what happened. So life plummeted. I hit a low point, and it was such a low point that I couldn't see myself being anywhere else except for the environment that I was in and being cultivated by at that moment. But one thing that I knew is I had hope and I had vision, and I could see. I knew that I wouldn't always be there. You know, after dad going to jail and mom coming in and out and not being consistent in my life, I always had what I needed as far as necessities go, but the true necessity was the relationship that I needed with them and them being there to cultivate me as a young man. And that wasn't always the case. It wasn't always there. And that's practically the background. That's practically growing up and just just living the life. I was driving. It's a funny story. I was driving down the road yesterday and began to think about everything that life had thrown my way. And thinking about my dad being in and out of the penitentiary, and thinking about my mom not being there consistently, and just thinking about the impoverished area that I grew up in, and most importantly, some of the young men that I grew up with are now either deceased or they're either behind bars. And just had to stop and just really bring all my thoughts together to say, man, I made it. I made it through the adversity. I made it through my parents not being consistent. And so I'm here. This is the result. This is what you get because I knew that it had to be something else greater.